Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? I'm so excited that we are here. Like, this week, today we have Wednesday, and this week has just been like, I was gonna say like unreal, but I know it's not unreal because when we come to a certain point of where we are really learning to live in that amazing state where we can vibrate in a way that actually attracts our dream reality, things are becoming magical. Things are, hey Frida, hey Sabina, things are really becoming magical. And this is, hey Sabina Karlsson as well, fantastic. Things are really becoming magical. So even though I was gonna say that the week has been almost unreal because it's been just so amazing to help the new women on. So for those of you who saw last week, I had a promotion. I said that we were launching the program Unleash Your Inner Freedom, and the door closed on Thursday night. And this few days back, hey Maya, this few days back, I've just been helping new women on to the program. The women, we have onboarded the new women. So the women who got onto the program last week, we have onboarded them, and I'm so freaking excited because I know that we are changing lives. There are so many lives that are about to be changed. And when I say about life to be changed, I mean in the most magical way, because we have access to so much magic. Life can really be truly magical. Truly, truly, truly magical. This is what we have access to. Who want to experience more magic in your life? Write the word magic. Or maybe just do the little, there is this magic wand as an emoji. So if you don't want to write the word magic, you can just use the wand, the magic wand, and then I will understand what you mean. Because if you want more of that magic, I want you to know and I want you to understand that you have access to that. Hey Hannah! Shoo! I'm so excited for our call later today, Hannah. It's gonna be awesome. Hey Mickey! Shoo! Sophia says the magic wand. Maya says the magic wand. And this is the thing, ladies. We have access to this. We have access, when we reach a certain point. Hey Anna! Super excited that you are here. When we reach a point where we have removed a lot of subconscious stuff that are holding us on a low vibration. When we are releasing that, when we are removing that, and we can truly step in. I know I had a call with you, Maya, the other day. I think it was yesterday. And I showed you this thing and I said like this. It's like when we are tapping into our truth, it's like we're doing this. We are really, hey Anna, I see your hand. We're really stepping in to that fullest and truest version of ourselves. And the cool thing is, when you are in that truest version, do you get what I mean when I do like this? It's like I'm stepping out of the old coat. It's like we are shedding skin. We are like a snake. We can actually get out of the old skin into the new upgraded version of ourselves. And magic start to happen when you are living in that state of that high frequency. Because you are that high frequency. You are that. The state, one of the first sessions I ever did with a client, it's so funny actually. So I was only trained, my first training, it was only about accessing different memories from this lifetime. So whenever people were stuck or whatever they were going through, I was trained to take them back, have a look at different scenes and memories from this lifetime that had been created, different things, stuckness in their life. And I had this session with one client, and the funny thing is that normally I do the sessions on video, so I see the person, but for some reason kind of the internet broke. So I was like, let's just continue the session over phone. I just trusted that we will be able to do it over the phone. So I didn't see her. Hey Tess, I didn't see her when I did a session, but I knew we were fine because I totally trusted my instinct. I totally trusted that my inner being was guiding this lovely lady that I had this session together with to exactly what she needed to see. So I asked her, I said like, okay, go back in time and show us what is going on. And she said, well, it's dark. I can't really see anything. And I said, well, are you scared? And she was like, I'm not scared. I was like, okay, so where do you think you are? She was like, I feel very light. And I was like, okay, so you are in a dark place. You feel very light. What can you see? If you look a little bit more, like, what can you see? And she was like, I see my parents. I see my parents from above. And I was like, are you not born yet? And she was like, yeah, exactly. I'm not born yet. I'm on my way to my parents. I've been conceived. I've been hanging around them for a while. For like when we did this in this awesome state, which is like a hypnotic state, where I'm talking to another part of her. She did not have access to this information when we were just speaking like this. But that was my first ever experience that, okay, it is more. I did already believe that it was more, but this was my first ever experience with a client who actually accessed a life, her spirit form, her true self. She straight away got into her soul. She straight away became the soul, and she was like, I'm looking down on my parents. I have chosen them. I'm going to go there right now. And I was like, how does it feel to be in that state where you are right now? So before you are inside your body, how does it feel? And she said, well, it feels light. It feels like pure love. It feels blissful. It just feels good. And I was like, wow, isn't that amazing? And then we took her through the whole process. So we could really see what happened when she was going through like the whole incarnation process, and then she became a baby. And the thing what happens when we are becoming babies is that our subconscious mind kicks in. Our subconscious mind kicks in and creates this reality of what it believes that we are supposed to be. And we forget. We forget that we are loved. We forget that we have this tendency of manifesting this quickly and easily. We forget the tendency that life is supposed to be magical. And this is why I'm so happy for all of you that are here. Not for me. I'm not happy for me that you are here. I'm happy for you that you're all here. And one of you, I think it was Evelina, you even said that you were in bed, that you were sick right now, and you were gonna join from your bed, which is amazing. So really taking the opportunity to learn and to understand who am I really. I had another amazing session like that today with a woman who just joined the program Unleash Your Inner Freedom. So we did her first private session today, and then she said, then she could access this feeling of what does it really feel like when you are in that pureness, when you have let go of the mind's limitations, when you can be in that full manifestation process of who you really are. That feels magical, truly magical. Amazing. I love it, Evelina. So even from bed, you can learn, you can evolve. And maybe this is the best thing for you, because I believe that we are always, like, I even have this bracelet. This was actually given to me from a lovely lady who found my work. And then, so I've never met her. She's in Australia. And she reached out to me and she said, like, Linda, would you like me to send you a bracelet with a private like text on it? And I was like, yes, please, that would be amazing. So she asked me what I wanted to have on it, and it says the universe has nothing but perfect timing. So this means a lot to me, and I totally believe in that, because I used to not believe in anything of this. I used to believe that I have, like, if anything is gonna get down, I have to do it all by myself. And I used to struggle like crazy. I had who here is a driven person? So first of all, can you see me and can you hear me properly? If you can see me and hear me properly, say yes in the comments. That would be amazing. And if you are excited to learn how to stop feeling stuck and actually free yourself, press the like button on the video so that I know. Thank you. So this is the thing that we like, I believed that, amazing. Yes. Fantastic. So I believe that if anything shall get done, I have to work really, really, really hard. So who of you are like super hardworking, highly ambitious person? Who can relate to that? Are you an ambitious person? If you are an ambitious person, write the word ambitious, or maybe write the arm, like, you know, the strong arm. Just put the emoji of the strong arm and just show off my little muscle, you know. But put the arm emoji there, because then I know, like, you can relate to that feeling. You know how to hustle. You know how to work hard. And I even used to have a saying. I was like, I'm gonna go over dead bodies as long as I get my will. As long as I get to my goal, I'm prepared to do anything. That's the old version of me. So I see a lot of arms, and it makes a lot of sense. You have been attracted to my work for a reason. Because you are hardworking. Oh my goodness, so many strong arms. I know that. Wow. Thank you. Amazing. I'm so happy to see that. The thing is though, when we did any of you realize that it took you so far? It took you so far, and then it took you to a place where you almost started to bleed, where you were banging your head into the wall and you just could not, like, that working hard mentality just didn't work anymore. So I'm gonna give you another emoji, right? You know, because I see this photo or this picture that what happened in my life. So I was so driven, and some of you have heard the story before, some of you have not, but I was so driven. I was the youngest journalist ever in Sweden. I walked on the red carpet. I interviewed celebrities when I was 16 years old. So the drive, the strongness that I have within me, it took me so far. It took me to a certain level of where I wanted to be, but I wanted more. I wanted freedom. I didn't want to work for a freaking boss. I wanted my own life. I wanted my own company. I wanted my freedom. I wanted to be able to work from I wanted to work from a beach. I wanted to work whenever I wanted to work. And I wanted to have the money if I didn't want to work at all. And that did not come from working hard in a job. And Frida says that, yeah, you worked so hard so that you actually got burnout. And I know this, for so many of us, it is like that. I had a tendency of burnout so many times as well. But then I came to a point where I was like, okay, I'm going to have my own company, which was the network marketing business. And I was banging my head to the wall. And then when I was trying to get pregnant, try to use the same techniques there. I was like, it only needs to take like one egg and one sperm, and I'm just going to have sex and on a regular schedule, and it's going to happen. You know, I was so much coming from that point, like, just work hard and it will solve itself. So what it felt like happened, and this is what I want you to answer with an emoji, if you can relate to this, it has taken you so far. But right now it feels like you're banging your head to the wall. So if you can relate to that feeling, that it took you so far, but now you're at a point like, okay, I have come far, but I'm not coming further. So write or put a symbol of a blood drop. You know, there is a blood drop emoji. So if you can relate to that feeling, like you're banging your head to the wall, it's coming blood, but you are not coming further. Put the blood emoji. Put the blood emoji in there, and I'm gonna see if we can receive any blood emojis, because then I know that you know what it feels like to work really hard, and it has taken you so far, but for some reason it's not taking you any further. So what I really want to be talking about today, okay, so we can see some of the blood drops. You know that it has taken you so far, but it's not taking you any longer. Okay, so this is when we need to understand something really, really, really important. I've told you before in some earlier videos, thank you so much for sharing. This is important for me to know, so that I know that I'm speaking to the right audience. Because if you didn't relate to it, you probably wouldn't be here, I guess. So this is the thing that we need to understand what is my deepest truth? So what I said, in that state, when we are just pure soul, when we are pure soul before we incarnate in the body, this is my belief. You are allowed to believe whatever you want to believe. So I'm not going to like force you to believe anything, but this is my understanding, okay? Hey Julia, I'm so happy that you're here. Amazing. So when we are in that purest state, we as a soul, we have come here to planet Earth to do some certain things. We have come here. And most of us were very, very excited. Like, we had both excitement and a little bit of like resistance to come to Earth for many of us, because we were like, we have been here so many times before. Who can relate to that feeling that on one level of yourself, you just feel so tired? You just feel like your soul is just so tired. Like, you know, like you don't want to die, but you know that your soul just feels very, very, very tired. If you can relate to that, I definitely used to feel that. Put the symbol of the, you know, a tired little emoji symbol, if you can relate to that feeling, that you feel like, oh, it feels like my soul is tired. So I see a few hands. Okay, so it feels like my soul is tired. So, but your soul, it came here and it has the purest intention. It has come here because of big reasons. And then your head kicked in. Your head kicked in and it gave you certain things that you believed that you needed to have. Like this, the key here is to understand, what is my deepest truth? What is my deepest truth? Because when you are in alignment with your deepest truth, this is when you can manifest things fast. And this is why this is step 1 in the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program. Thank you for the emojis, ladies. So I see that many of you can relate to this feeling. What an awesome tribe of women I have here. I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you for sharing. So you see here, you're not alone. And none of you are alone when you feel that feeling of tiredness. It feels like your soul is just so freaking tired. You know, you don't want to die, but you know, like, hey, I'm tired. And the wonderful thing is, because I've been through the tiredness and I've come out of the other side of the tiredness. I remember I used to have a feeling, I was like, I just want to cuddle up. Like, I saw myself almost like a little cat, and I saw myself cuddle up just by a fireplace. I was like, this was in my own head, so I didn't do this in reality, but I saw this picture of myself. I was like, I just want to like cuddle up close to a fireplace, and I just want to lay there, and I never want to have to do anything else in my life. That's how I felt. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling is real, very, very, very real. And it's not that we are like tired, I want to go to bed tired. It's more like another kind of tiredness. But anyway, we can actually cure this. This is my experience, because what have happened, like the more I've come to being me, the fullest version of myself, by realizing what is actually my truth. When we come into that, so much of the alignment with the soul, and the soul can come, and the soul, me or you as a soul, we can actually do what we came here to do. All of a sudden, we feel the energy. It's like we are feeling, like my mom, she actually texted me like 2 weeks ago, and she was like, because she had seen one of my live streams. It's so funny that she actually sits and watches my live streams nowadays, which is quite incredible. That was like, you will hear, for those of you who are in the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program, you will hear a bit of the story that my mom and I have had. We have grown and learned a lot together. But my mom, the other week, she was sitting and listening to my live stream, and then she texted me afterwards, and she was like, Linda, what a freaking superwoman you are, she said. It's like when you go live, you don't even have a script, and it's just like you can talk for 1 hour and you just have so much energy. And I'm like, thank you so much. And this is actually true. The reason why I don't have a script, I've set my intention. I set my intention today. I had kind of a line of what are we supposed to be covering today. But then I asked for guidance. I asked my guides, I asked the universe, I asked my subconscious mind, I asked my soul, my whole being. I said, please help me so that I can do this group coaching training, this live training, feeling amazing while I do it, which I do. I feel absolutely amazing. So I said, I want to feel amazing. And I also want the women who attend this live, both who are live with me right now and the women who are watching this later, I want them to get I want them to be able to hear exactly what they need to hear. So I asked for help. I asked for guidance. And this is like, when I'm talking to you right now, like I'm in this amazing, wonderful flow, I am fully and purely connected with my soul. Like after this live training, I won't really remember what I said. And that's fine. That's a part of being just so much in a full alignment with my own soul. And you have access to this. You have access to so much more power than you could ever believe once you understand your fullest truth. Because when you are being born, as I said, you come into this body and you come with so many beliefs. You are being formed into this little human robot. You are being formed into this, you gotta do that, you can't do that, you're not allowed to do that, no, 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 you know? Like you're being taught like that when you were a kid, and you're like being formed into this little square box, and you're like, I'm feeling so tired because I know that my soul did not come to live this life. This is why you, by the way, feel tired, because you have been living so many different lifetimes, and here you are again, and you have come here to live a brand new way of life. This is why most of you have incarnated in this lifetime, because you're supposed to have a freaking epic life. You are supposed to have that big boat. You are supposed to fly the private jet. You are supposed to have the luxurious vacations. You are supposed to make the money you want to make. You are supposed to wake up in the mornings feeling absolutely amazing about your reality. This is why you have incarnated here. So if you feel that, yes, that's what I want, I'm longing for that freedom, I'm longing for that money, I'm longing for that luxury life, make the palm symbol. So make the palm tree symbol, then I know that you're in the right place. And I'm going to see the comment that Maya made. Yes, I love the warm, energetic energy you're sending out. Amazing. Thank you. I didn't see before that is what you said. So it's like, okay, thank you so much. Amazing. It means a lot. And this is the thing. You can hear that, Maya. You can feel it and you can hear it, because your soul is in alignment with the vibration that I'm sending out. I received, most of you women, you have come here to this group because you did find one of my Facebook ads. And this morning I had somebody write a comment on the ad, and she said, that's bullshit, and you're just using a picture of a woman in a bikini. I think she didn't understand that it was me, that I was actually I posted my own picture, but she was just so angry because I talked about the freedom, and I had a photo of me in a bikini with my amazing body that I created. I created this body that I have, and I love my body so much, and I'm so proud of my body. And she was not at that vibration. This is the thing, Maya. You can hear my vibration. You can feel that vibration because you are in alignment with that. You are ready to receive it. That woman who wrote that hate comment, she was not in alignment with that. She couldn't feel it. She hated me. She could, and I'm just laughing. She could not pick that up, and that's okay. I'm not for everybody. You are not for everybody. Not everybody wants the freedom that you want to have. I have that freedom, and I can teach you how to get that freedom, because I've been stuck, and I've gone from stuck to actually create my absolute dream life by aligning with my soul, by aligning with my own truth. And this is what we are talking about today, understanding what is your right truth. Because I see a lot of palm trees, and I absolutely love it. So you want that freedom, and this is why you have been attracted to my work, to my teachings, because this is powerful. This is extremely powerful, and I'm so grateful for all of you women who now are on the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program. You have done such a great decision of jumping onto that program and being accepted to that program, because you have so much amazingness in store for you. And wow. The first thing that we need to realize is, what is my true truth? So here is a little insight for you. when we are trying to manifest something that is not in our truth. In my example, this was when I tried to become pregnant. I tried to get pregnant. I tried to manifest a baby. And it didn't work. It did not work. I deal with infertility for 5 years. The doctor said everything looks good, but still it was not happening. And like the more, like I've had so many, like now this is 6 years ago since I stopped conceiving, trying to conceive, because I realized like, no, I didn't want to get pregnant. Like my truth was, so I thought that I really wanted to get pregnant, and I thought that I wanted to become a mom. But the more I realized my own truth, my truth was that I felt so insignificant. I felt so unsuccessful in my life. I felt so unloved. I felt so not enough. My vibration was so low. And my mind made up a cover story. Linda, if you can be the first one within your family to get pregnant, then you will get all the attention. It wasn't that my babies would get the attention. No, Linda, you will get the attention. So my mind made up this cover story of what I wanted to manifest into my life. And I want you to think really closely about the things that you want to manifest in your life. What is the reason why you want to manifest them in the first place? Because this can give us indications. Is this a true, I didn't know. I thought this was a true desire. I thought that I really wanted to get pregnant because I thought that I wanted to become a mom at that point. But it didn't happen. And it's because it wasn't my truth. The whole truth was that I had seen other people got so much attention when they were pregnant. You know, when you see a pregnant woman, so many other people come up to that person like, oh, can I touch your belly? Oh, how old is the baby? Oh, how are you? Like, how is the life of a mom? You know? Can you see what my mind did there? I felt so unimportant because I could not succeed with the network marketing business that I had. I wanted the freedom. That was my true desire. That was my truth. But then when I could not get the results of freedom, my mind had to come up with a cover story. Get pregnant, because that will give you what you're looking for. Does it make sense to you? And I could not manifest it. I couldn't manifest it, even though everything looked fine in the physical body, but I didn't get pregnant. And the infertility saved me. The infertility saved me to actually find my truth. The infertility helped me to understand that actually what I really want is my freedom. What I really want is to feel enough. What I really want is to feel loved. What I really want is to know that I am loved. What I really want is to have my successful life. That was my truth. My truth was not to get pregnant. My truth that the pregnancy was a cover-up story. Does it make sense? If it makes sense, please write, it makes sense. So that I know that you understand. Because this is the thing with the mind. That is a big difference from your truth. Because your truth, once you start to align with your truth, and this is why it's step one in the whole process of what we are working on in the, makes sense, right? Thank you. Perfect. Thank you, because I wasn't really sure. I've never really explained it in that way before, so I wasn't really sure. Will it make sense? But I'm super, super happy to hear that it makes sense. And I did not understand that it wasn't my truth. And there were nobody else. I've never heard anybody else talk about this. And this is why I know it's so important for me to talk about it. It's so important because I see so many people who are out there, especially when I was working only with women who were trying to conceive and they went through unexplained infertility. And this is the whole reason why I exclusively had my trainings for the women who were going through unexplained infertility, because I wanted to help them to understand what is actually your deepest truth. But then Jonas, my amazing, lovely, wonderful soulmate partner, he said, well, what you're really helping them with is to find their truth, right? So why do you exclude the women who are already moms? Like, I know you want to help the women who are going through infertility, but why don't you, like, are you gonna just leave those women out? The women who are out there and just waiting for you to help them, are you gonna leave them out? Are you gonna exclude them? And I was like, I didn't think about it that way before. So this is why you sometimes maybe in the group or on my pages or something, you see that I'm talking about like infertility, but I'm talking about like really finding your own truth. Like, that's the core message. So the only thing that have changed is that I've opened up. I'm like, it doesn't matter if you're not a mom or if you are a mom. It doesn't matter. The whole thing is to find your truth. Because once you find your own truth, when you find what is my deepest, purest, real desire, what is it that I want, not what my head have made up that I want. Because there have been so many other times where there were other things that I thought that I wanted. I really wanted them, but it was my head that had been telling me, Linda, you need this, you want that. But it was never because it was my truest, deepest core want. No, it was because it's all of these cover-up stories that the mind believes that if you have that thing, it will make you be somebody. Or if you, like now, I do want to fly a private jet. I have that on my vision board, and I explained earlier today in the clients only Facebook group how to make a vision board the right way. But I have that on my vision board. Most people, by the way, they teach vision boards the completely wrong way, and this is why vision boards don't work if you do them the wrong way. But anyway, when you do them the right way. So I have the vision board, a private jet, but I don't want to own a private jet, but I want to be able to just at least one time in my life fly a private jet, because I want to have that experience. It will be awesome once I do that. But anyway, there are so many times we believe, like, when I can fly private jet, for example, it will make me be somebody. That is a goal. Like, if I would want the private jet because then I would be somebody, that would be a head-based goal. I do even have a book about this. It's gonna be released later on, but I do even have a full book about this, to understand your whole truth. Hey Cecilia, so happy you're here. We need to understand our deepest truth, because once we do, doors are opening up. This is the thing. When I tried to manifest a pregnancy, it did not work. When I tried the network marketing company, it didn't work. It wasn't because my truth was wrong or my desires were not in alignment with my truth. They were actually, but it was the wrong vehicle. I needed to find my true vehicle, and I couldn't find my true vehicle, which is what I do here. This is my true vehicle. I could not find my true vehicle until I started to discover who I am as a soul. I started to discover my realest, my truest truth. And you know what happened when I discovered my truest truth? I went from struggle into smooth paths. So from having that blood that we talked about before on my forehead, banging, 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 against the wall till I bled, basically on my forehead. Doing that until having an apartment appearing in Stockholm, having my soulmate appearing. Like, there were so many, like having soulmate clients appearing. Like, everything just shifted for me. It literally felt that I had been, if any of you have heard Abraham Hicks, they talk about, like, it feels like you go, like, when you are on the wrong path, it feels like you're paddling the canoe upstream. You're paddling against the current. Like, if the stream goes like this, and you are paddling upstream, and you're like, this is so hard, and I'm so tired. But once you come in alignment, once you have realized your own truth, which we do in the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program, step 1 in there, once you start to uncover your deepest truth, it's like you're turning your canoe and you go downstream. Who would rather paddle downstream than upstream? If you want to paddle downstream, write the word downstream, because then I know. then I will know that it made sense what I just said. So, downstream. This is the thing what happens. When we are tuned in to that inner truth, we can turn downstream. And amazing, you are getting it and you want to paddle downstream. Super, super, super happy. That is available to you. And for all of you who are not, like right now, the doors are closed. The doors are closed for enrollment to the Unleash Your Inner Freedom program. Like I said, on Thursday, the doors were closing on Thursday night. So right now, we are helping, me and my team, we are helping the new women, the women who, for those of you who had the call with Marlene a few days ago, and you are waiting to have the call with me, I still have reserved a spot for you, okay? So don't be worried. Yes, because I see some of you are here right now, and I know that you have a time booked with me. That spot is still dedicated for you. So don't freak out. But so just know that the doors are closed for the program right now, so that we can help the new women to really make sure that everybody's getting like an awesome start in all of this. But at one point, we will start to open the program up again. I'm not sure when that will be, but if you want to be notified, so if you have not booked a call with me already and you have not booked a call with Marlene already, Marlene is my former client who is now working together with me in my company, which is absolutely amazing. Super, super, super excited and happy to have her in my team. And for those of you who have met Marlene already, you know that she's an awesome person. So this is a part of the team that I'm building, and it's just incredible. And I'm so, so, so excited because I know that we are changing so many women's lives. So if you feel that, hey, when the doors are opening again, we don't know exactly when, but when the doors are opening to Unleash Your Inner Freedom program, if you want to be notified so that you will know that you will have a chance to actually be the first one knocking on the door once the doors are opening again, you can write in the comments below, you can write, get notified. Because then I know that, okay, I will keep an extra eye out for you, and I will make sure that me or somebody from my team, that we will notify you once the doors are opening again. Because this is an incredible opportunity to really understand what is my truth. Because we can't really understand, I couldn't understand my own truth. I couldn't see that I didn't want to get pregnant. I couldn't see that that was like the cover story. I couldn't see that. I needed help to understand that. I needed to work on the deepest layers of my subconscious so that I could release the stuff that was going on, and then I could really understand what is my truth. So we need help with this. We can't do it by ourselves. This is the thing. And I'm super, super, super excited to notify all of you who said, I want to be notified. Because once we open the doors again, like, it's going to be incredible. Like, I already see, like, the women I have had sessions with today already. It's just been incredible. Just let me say that. It's been absolutely fabulous, and I'm so happy. And I know that they are on to such a magical, brand new life start, because this is a brand new life start. This will be a moment that you will look back at a year from now. You will look back at that moment and you will be like, that was the freaking best decision that I made my whole life. And very soon, I'm going to post. Actually, I may do that in a few days. I'm going to post a video with one of my amazing clients, Johanna. So her and I know, Hannah, you said that you had been watching Johanna's video, right? So I know that a few of you have watched it already. But for you who have not watched it, I just love the energy in Johanna's story and how she's saying, like, the first thing she said, she was like, this is the best decision I ever made. Powerful. Truly powerful. Okay, Hannah, so I did remember correctly. Thank you for sharing that with me. So, ladies, I'm super, super excited, and I'm super happy that you were here, that you shared this moment with me, and that you have dedicated yourself to really get back in charge of your reality, because you have so much power. Like, you can have a life beyond magic. a life beyond magic, where you can manifest like crazy, where you can live a life where you wake up in the morning and you feel so much passion, where you feel that you are in this flow and you're just happy and you love life. That is available to you. And with that said, I'm sending you so much love, and I will be seeing you next week in the live training that we have at 4 p.m. Sweden time on Wednesday next week. Sending so much love. Bye. Bye.